Hello. Today I'm just want to talk about my Aquaclear 30, which really it's a Fluval 30. So you can see there's this Fluval. It's the same thing as Aquaclear 30. The company owns both. Same company owns both of them. Aquaclear and Fluval. I don't know why they changed the name. I guess just to try something new. I don't know, but it's virtually the exact same thing. You get your little adjuster knob for different flow rate. It's kind of nice because it has this big chamber here, and you got this little basket that it comes with. You can pull this whole basket out, and what's nice about the basket is you can put pretty much whatever can fit in there. So you're not, it's pretty limitless as far as the combination of things you want to put in there. Right now, I have basically what came with the filter, which you get a sponge. It's hard to see, but you get the sponge here, and then you got the charcoal, and then you got your bio bag, which comes with these little ceramic pieces, and that holds all your beneficial bacteria to keep your tank cycled. And I also have this little bag inside here, and I was thinking it may affect the flow rate, but it really doesn't affect the flow rate at all. The level inside the filter stays exactly the same even when I put this in there. But the reason I have that is because I have chloramine in my water, and that produces ammonia. So right away, my tank's going to have ammonia in it. And what I do is I fill that bag with this Marine Land Premium Carbon Ammonia Neutralizing Blend. Basically, you can see here it removes ammonia and chloramine, chloramine, whatever, I don't know how to say it. But it removes that, so that helps. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but it's right here, little thin layer in between the carbon and the bio bag is part of my old filter media from my old filter, because I used to just have an Aqueon Quiet Flow 20, I think it was, and it just had those little square thin cartridges you slide in and out, that you get to change like every once in a while. Well, I never changed it, I just washed it, never really changed it, but I just cut the film, the whatever that is, kind of like a floss or something. I cut that off and just stuffed it in here in between, just for an extra filter and help with my cycling my tank, because this was in my old tank, or my old filter, and so was that, so that helped with cycling. Didn't have to cycle because of that. So yeah, I have it set up like that, and I got this little sponge on top, because when you adjust this, let me see if you can see, it's on low right now, and it's not really overflowing over this. It mainly when it's on low, all of it goes down and comes up this way, and then overflows like that. But when you have it on high, it tends to see how it went over that. It tends to go over that lip. So not all of it gets sucked through the bottom. You get a higher flow rate, but not all of it goes through the bottom and is filtered. So this will at least help stop some of the larger pieces like food and stuff. And I kind of have the same thing on the end of my little nozzle here. You get a tube, which is kind of cool because I don't know if you can see that, but you can have a short tube, and then they give you another tube that you can attach onto it to make it longer, which is good for my tank because it's a column tank, so I like it to get down there as deep as it can. And this is just my cheap little heater. It feels small. It only heats up to like a 15-gallon, and I think I got it at Walmart for like $10, but it's small, and it keeps my tank about 78 degrees all the time, so it's working pretty good for the tank I have. And I did add a big air disc. It's I don't even know what to compare it to. It's, you know, it's this big fat disc, and I hooked it up to this like 20-gallon air pump. You know, it's got this little regulator here, so you can really see the difference. You can adjust it kind of how you want, which is, it's good to have a lot of airflow in a column tank because you don't get a lot of surface area, because it's the surface area is so much smaller that it doesn't get the proper gas exchange it needs. That's why you generally see a tank as a longer tank, because you get more surface area on the top of the water, and that helps get the oxygen in the water. But you don't get that with a column tank, so that is a downside of column tank. But the reason I got the column tanks is because I don't have a lot of room. So, and they look kind of cool, but so I got the column tank. It's like a 15-gallon, but you know, you can see the filters working pretty good. Really, like nothing in the water. You know, you can see all the way across the other side of the room, and the fish seem pretty happy. And you know, I use Prime from Seachem. It's if you don't know what that is, if you don't know what Prime is, I recommend getting some. You can get some at like Petco or PetSmart. It removes chlorine and chloramine and ammonia, and it kind of locks it. I don't know. There's like a whole science behind it. It sort of locks what you have in there to make it really where it's not dangerous to the fish, and it gives your bacteria colony a chance to convert everything the way it needs to your nitrates and everything. So it's really helpful. It's a really good product, and that's basically my tank. I've had the tank maybe 4 or 5 months. I'm probably a little overstocked for what I have, but it seems to be doing okay. I do like a weekly water change, maybe, I don't know, 30% at the most. I've got a few guppies, 4 guppies really. I've got 3 Odo cats. My dwarf gourami, he was just here, he's around here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Dwarf gourami, a little platy, little blue platy. You can see one of my 2 Julie cats. I have 2 Julie cats, and they're pretty cool. And in this little corner, you can't see him, he's burrowed in there. I have a little bitty, I think it's a Malaysian trumpet snail. It actually accidentally got tossed into the bag and when I got one of my fish, so I said, hey, I'll just throw it in there and see what happens. So he's been going. I was thinking the gourami was just going to eat him, because I've heard of people saying their gouramis eat little snails like that, but he hasn't yet. This bigger guppy here, that cobra guppy, he tries to eat him, but he's a little too big and he can't figure out how to get the snail out of the shell, so it's kind of funny to watch. But you know, the tank's doing really good. I just got a lot of fake plants and stuff, and you know, whatever. Some of these rocks I just kind of picked up from outside. I kind of do that to help for my Odo cats. They don't seem to ever have a lack of moss or algae, but they eat on those, but they mainly eat on this green plant, I guess because of it's a flat surface. They really like that plant back there. You can see one of them's on there right now. And I really like the Odo cats because they just do such a good job of cleaning the tank, really. And they're only a few dollars. They're somewhat delicate, but not. They're pretty easy to maintain. So as long as your water's okay, then you shouldn't have any issues with them. You know, I got 3 of them. You can see 2 right there, and the other guy's back on the little green plant there. And I don't know, the tanks. You know, I'm pretty happy with the tank. And one thing I do to help feed my Odo cats, probably not even really necessary, is see, I got these 2 rocks, and then I got 1 rock on top of this little stump here. I got this little table I got set up. I got some garden stuff on there, but I got this little cup. You can kind of see So you can see some of the, let me get more in the light, but you can see some of the algae and stuff in there. It's kind of going. I just keep that there, keep these rocks in there, and I let the sun, try to put it in a sunny spot, and we get the sunlight, so the sun will come in and produce all the algae and stuff, and you can just swap those out. And that's really not necessary in my tank, but some people may need to do that. So yeah, that's my tank. It's I think it's an Aqueon 15 column. So I don't really recommend a column tank if you don't have to get one, just because of the water surface difference, and you can get a little overcrowded as far as all the fish wanting to stay in the same level and stuff. But I'm pretty happy with the tank. So yeah, that's basically what I have. So yeah, I really recommend these filters. They're awesome. This was the 30, so it's up to a 30 gallon. It was like, I want to say it was less than $30. It was on sale for like $27 at PetSmart, but you can get them pretty much anywhere, online, or any local pet store. I'm sure has, it'll either say Fluval or Aquaclear, but it's the same thing. I'll show you my box too. It still says Aquaclear on the box. See, Fluval Aquaclear. It's identical. So if you see both and you're not sure which one to get, doesn't really matter. But that's basically it. So yeah, thanks for watching.